milestone, which is surpassing 2,000 subscribers. Woo!
Yeah,
In
boys.
1 month.
Thank
Let's
you so much,
go.
guys.
Yeah.
Thank you guys
Thank you
so much.
guys.
Seriously, you really made a difference. I mean, you guys did this. So, yeah, we really appreciate it. And I don't know, like, how do you guys feel about this?
We're moving
Well,
forward,
first of all, it's weird that people actually want to hear our advice and
right?
what we have to say.
I mean, we're still like a small group of artists that, we're not anything like big out there yet, but eventually we hope to get more eyes on these tutorials and this knowledge that hopefully people will find interesting and build a community a lot larger.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
in a
think
way, it feels like, keeping it small in the beginning ensures more depth
Yeah.
in the connection, right, with our people. And yeah, like let's say it keeps the quality steady, right? Because this way we can pay more attention and devote more time, like what we're doing with the episodes that we're recording, giving feedback and critiques and stuff like that. Sometimes that's what I'm talking about.
yeah, I
So
do like the fact that it's like we're starting to see the effects of because we've been doing this for a while and the growth is kind of like extra slow in the beginning, right? And then the time that took us to like reach 2K from 1K is like I don't even know. It's just a portion of the time that it took to reach that first 1,000
Yeah.
people, which
felt
is
like a sprint,
yeah, exactly. And I'm not assuming that like it just goes faster and faster. I'm assuming there's like
The
highs and lows.
steady, yeah, steady climb.
Yeah.
Yeah, but what's good is like the fact that it keeps us not only motivated, but like okay, we're doing something right, even if it's not perfect. Like at least some people are getting value from what we're doing, and that's very rewarding to see like someone commenting like so for people that didn't watch it, we started a new series called Lightshare Academy, in which we'll cover like fundamentals and it will be more of like an education kind of side of Lightshare. If you haven't watched, go and watch it. But
First episode is already out. You
it's
can go
really
check it
weird to
out.
see people commenting that like this was really helpful because then you're like cool, it has like a
You're
fist
a
bump,
t-shirt now,
like
Andre.
yeah, bro.
Yeah,
And I think
awesome.
like yeah, when I think of the community, it's more like those aspects of it. It's kind of like yeah, actually helping people, not just putting content out there and letting it echo in the void. It's more like see that it
Yeah.
actually reach someone.
Yeah, like providing value is important for growth, for our growth, and for like other people's growth. So it's like a win-win on both sides.
That's what we wanted to say too. Like we're putting together this community over on Discord. So we wanted to invite everyone. We usually drop the link, like an invitation link, on the comments on each video that we upload. So I just wanted to invite everyone to please take a look, join the community, and share your insights, your doubts, your critiques. Share your work with the fellow artists that are also there. We've got a bunch of things lined up for the near future, like challenges and stuff like that, that we're thinking of right now. But I encourage everyone listening to this to please take a look. And if you don't like it, you know what to do. But I can assure you, you'll like it because we're up to like really interesting things currently. So, like I said, speaking of challenges, we've decided to recently take this very tough one called 75 hard, and we're on it. So it's
Yeah.
day 11.
They love.
Today's day 11.
Yeah, I think it's worthwhile to describe what that means because we've been preaching
Exactly.
a healthy lifestyle, healthy habits for like forever. So
Great. Great way to put it. We consider that to be like health, health to be the foundation of any success, right? Because with no health, there's nothing you can do. No matter how much money you're making, no matter how, you'll never be able to enjoy, let's say, your success. So we consider this to be a very important aspect of let's say, the pyramid that sustains this whole structure. And that's why we put so much emphasis in working out and taking care of yourself and eating well and avoiding those dangerous habits that keep you addicted to things you don't really need and push you away from your goals and your dreams and everything in general in the long run, because that's something that can be easily overlooked, like, oh, it's not going to hurt me, it's just one time. But then you keep coming back to it and you keep coming back to it, and it develops into this long term, let's say, pattern that you keep repeating again and again, and soon enough you feel trapped inside of that and you think it's done, there's nothing I can do. Oh, this is how I am, this is how it is, I can't win anymore. No, no, bro, that's not how it works. You can totally win. You can totally get over it. All you need to do is put your mind to the work, to do the work, and make the decision to quit that thing that's really keeping you behind and not letting you make progress towards your goals. So, yeah, this is a little bit of a summary to why we ended up doing this. To us, it might not be something substantially different from what we've done so far, because in the past years, we've been deeply immersed into this personal path. Like each of us had its own way to navigate it. But let's say we immersed ourselves into the path of like improving a lot of things, leveling up in many different aspects of our different areas of life, right? It has to do with food, it has to do with social media, endless
Finances,
scrolling
yeah,
online. Yeah.
all that stuff.
All those things you don't want to keep doing, you made the decision to not do them anymore, right? Or at least to minimize them to a very low amount. So, yeah, I was just talking to Dom recently, and he sends me this challenge, and I'm like, oh, you found it. Like, I was aware of the challenge since, like, I don't know, 3 years ago, 4 years ago, because I know about the author, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, that's Andy Frisella. Like, he invented that thing, right? And he's like, I don't know, bro. I just found this. It looks cool. We should
I
do it. And I'm
started
like,
seeing it a lot on Instagram, and well, I don't go on TikTok, but it was that whole hashtag thing that people were doing. So I was
mhm.
like, oh, this would be kind of cool to try with the boys if we ever do it.
Yeah,
So I was like, why not try it out? And even if we're on the other side of the world, we could still push each other. I think that's really cool
yeah.
how we can still do this.
Yeah.
It feels a little different to have more people joining something that you're doing as well, which means, like, usually you do these things on your own, right? You do diet on your own, you work out on your own. But then when someone else is virtually joining you on the challenge, right? Like,
Makes
no,
it
bro, it's
fun.
fine. We're going to do this together. Makes it fun, and it provides an extra layer of accountability, because
Yeah.
I don't know, you feel like my bro's out there doing what I should be doing right now. How can I let this happen? I won't.
It's
So
It's
funny
easier
that
to
off
cheat
you
on your
mention
go.
routine.
compatibility.
Yeah.
Well, I was just talking with Adrian this morning. So for everyone to understand, I think Adrian and Dom have been doing this challenge for what, a couple of
Like a
weeks
week
now,
now.
or a
Yeah.
week.
Mhm.
And because I was on vacation, I made a deal with them that I would start it when I came back. And I was on it like for 2 days and I failed. So what I'm doing, it's like I'm picking it back from the beginning again. Because the idea, just for people to understand as well, like challenges are useful if they help you develop a habit, right? If they help you actually do something better. So let's say that you want to get on a diet, but you were never able to do so. Now we do like this challenge, which is a way to kickstart that and create a new habit. And even if you don't like keep it up after the challenge, you at least probably got rid of the bad habits that you had, right? And the idea is just to keep those all like straight. And for me, like okay, I've like slipped. I didn't do like part of the challenge today and all of that. So what I'm doing is like, okay, I'll start back up again and I'll do the 75 days. And like, if I sleep again, let's say in a week, I will do the same thing. But the idea is that the more that you build up that consistency, the first of all, the harder it will be to sleep, and the second is like the worse it will feel if you do that. So accountability comes in both ways, right? First of all, me coming to my boys and have to say like let them down, which it's not like they are like you're a piece of shit, you shouldn't have done that. It's more like
Because you're
a
not doing it.
supportive.
Yeah, you're not doing this for anyone but yourself, right?
Yeah, but
So
also
honesty
like
is a core aspect of this. Like
yeah,
be able
exactly.
to say, okay, you know what? I failed, guys. Back to day one. Is
And
very different from saying, you know what, I fucked up, but they'll never know. So I can just say, I managed another day. You know, I keep going. Like that takes you nowhere because it only hurts you in the long term.
And the
exactly.
changes in your body don't lie as well. So if you reach the end of the challenge and you don't look anything different from your first picture, then
Yeah,
something
something
went
must
wrong.
have gone.
You're still
You
like
know
out of shape.
that's a funny thing about
Yeah.
like nutritionists, right? Like if you go to them and you lie, like don't you think they know? Don't you think like they
Yeah.
notice what you have done and you have not? Like, dude. But yeah, it's the accountability of the fact that I rely that you guys will be there for whether like I make it or not. But we are on this pathway together, and it's also like of course there's the social aspect of like that Adrian was mentioning. Oh, they are doing it like if they can
Yeah.
do it, I can do it. So it really
Yeah. Plus,
Like a
helps with that.
bond, yeah.
each of us has like its own, like their own sub rules to the challenge, which by the way, we didn't mention yet. So the rules of the challenge are very simple. You know, this is not necessarily a fitness challenge, right? This is more like a mental fitness challenge, mental fitness. All right. It's about like building your pattern of the way you think to ensure, um, let's say, a strong approach, maybe, in the way you do things to ensure your victory every time, right? You want to get something done to make sure you get it done because you don't give up halfway through, right? And if you do fail somehow, you have to have the honesty to recognize that and acknowledge the fact that you fucked up somewhere and pay the consequences, which is back to day one. Now, it's going to hurt more if you do this on day 43 than if you do it on day 2 or 3, right? We all know that. The bigger the snowball gets, the the more it hurts to break it because it took so much effort to get here. So that's like a uh, I don't know, like a closed loop, right? A closed cycle of fueling yourself with your own motivation because of what you've built so far.
Yeah.
But you'll only
So
get stronger, I feel, if you have to fail
yeah,
again, which
definitely.
it
And
And
also,
hardens that mentality.
yeah, you're probably not failing twice for the same reasons, right? So you kind of end up learning what are the like the word became a funny thing, but like what are your triggers, right?
mm,
Because the word trigger became a fun thing like over the past few years. But
yeah,
if you think about it on a, let's say that you are an addicted person and then like you were clean for a while, you do have some triggers that would like take back that addiction, right? So as
yeah,
an example, I had a period in my life where I was very addicted to games. Like I don't play games anymore, and my trigger is having them installed on my machine. Like I cannot have them easily accessible, and that's easy enough for me to not fall back into it. So just like have other
Clash of
things that are,
Clans.
yeah, dude.
you
Well, I
basically
don't even consider that a game.
yeah, but
No,
you
but
take measures, right?
you take
You
measures,
know
and
what
then
hurts you and you
yeah.
address it.
But the
Yep.
same thing for the challenge, right? Like if as an example, I was mentioned to Adrian earlier today that the reason why I sleep is because I do my exercise in the morning because I have the rest of the day super busy and occupied. And then I couldn't wake up early to do that because I stayed up late last night, which is fun because I was just like painting. I was not even doing something bad, right? But even the fact that I was doing something good, but that led me to a bad decision of staying up extra late, it prevented me from fulfilling like the rest of the challenge and doing something that would be even better, which is like keeping it up consistently. And then I could have just stopped and say, hey, like I'm gonna finish this tomorrow, and that would probably be a better decision, right?
You
I'll
got
go for that.
carried by the what do they call that? The flow, right? The flow state.
Yeah, or stubbornness, like one of the two.
Yeah, I mean, you prefer to break your own schedule that you agreed upon with yourself, right? And fail the challenge just to get that piece done in time. So it's an entirely value system that we may
Yeah,
differ from
but
each other in that, right?
it,
And the way
but
we
even like
operate
with
and
the
stuff.
justifiable thing, you still have to keep
Hmm.
yourself accountable, right? Even if we could
Yeah.
have always just said like, no, that's fine, like it was a good reason for like to do it. It if you stop to think about it, if you agree to do the challenge, and if that's your priority at the moment, then the idea is that there is no good reasons to fail it. So
Yeah.
all I'm saying is like understand that you have triggers, and the idea is just for you to keep getting rid of them until the end of the challenge, and that will help you develop like good habits.
Yeah. Sometimes I like to add some more layers of difficulty to whatever it is that we're doing. And for instance, with the video games thing, which I feel like in a way we can all relate to that, right? We've all been into it at some point. Deep, right? So what I'd like to do is to keep seeing it, like, no, 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 don't uninstall it. Because you think of the most crazy countermeasures you can possibly come up with to just get rid of it. Like uninstall it, delete your account, or stuff like that. But to that I said, you know what? No, let it there. Leave the shortcut as well. I want to see it to know that I can't fucking touch it, right? It's
Yeah.
forbidden.
You can also talk about
Day one, day two, day three, a month, 2 months. You think I'm going back now?
yeah.
We're too far.
Same
So
thing with the
that keeps
food.
building this confidence.
Yeah.
Same thing with the food.
The
There's people who,
desserts,
if
the
they see
sugar.
it, they eat it.
Yeah.
So, bro, hide it. Give it to someone. Give it to your neighbor or something. Like, no more cookies, no more sugars, no more anything you don't want to eat anymore. Right? Same stories with the alcohol or you know, everything else you can think of, every other addiction. But then the mind does this very interesting thing where it's like, no, it can't be like a um, sudden stop. You have to be gradually leaving it. Like, bro, it doesn't work. You know, probably sometimes it works. I don't know. I'm not claiming to.
Because
You know,
you'll have more of that like ability
it's the
to cheat
temptation thing.
yourself, Yeah. I
Yeah,
can do this a little bit. All right. Just this one time and then
let's do it
over and
with the
over.
video games. You play 8 hours a day of this video game. You want it to stop, and you try cutting it down 100% first day, right? Oh, I want it back. I want it back. You install it again. You play for 1 hour and say, well, this is not that bad. It's just 1 hour a day. It's a drastic improvement. 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day, 1 hour a day. The weekend comes in. Maybe 2 hours because it's a weekend. 3 hours because it's fine. It's Saturday. Soon enough, you're playing 8 hours again. So
Then like
you're
Monday,
back
you were
into it.
like, dude, I had like this. I was just missing this one thing on the game last night. So it's Monday. It's fine.
Yeah.
After work, I'll just pick it up a little bit to finish that one thing.
And
Then the
with the
cycle
food happens the same thing.
continues. Yeah.
Same story with the food, same story with everything else. So anyway, the rules of the challenge, which we haven't disclosed yet. You guys can look up the website. Just Google 75 hard. You'll find a very interesting presentation sheet where all of these things are numbered and announced. Like what the challenge is for, what's the focus, and everything. I'm just anticipating you that it's usually for a mental change, right? So you have to drink a lot of water.
A
First of all,
gallon.
you have to do
Shocking.
75 days in a row of everything we're going to say now. 75 days nonstop, each day, no days off, right? So you have to drink a lot of water, like a gallon a day.
Mhm.
Sorry, I take that back. Not like a gallon, a
A gallon.
gallon a day.
Yeah.
Okay? Then you have to work out 45 minutes
2 workouts.
outside, has to be outdoors. And then you have to work out another 45 minutes. And this can be outdoors, indoors, it doesn't matter. Those are the rules, right? Then, no alcohol, no cheat meals, whatever diet
No
you're
cheat
onto right now.
snacks. Yeah.
No, none of that. Choose your diet, whatever that is, and stick to it till the very end. Um, there was one more thing, right? Is the
10
picture
pages.
a rule? Right. 10 pages. Choose a self development book or something that's nonfiction, right? And that's it. Read 10 pages every single day.
Yeah.
Those are the rules. 4 very simple rules. Now, on top of that, you can make it your own, you know? Don't remove any rules, only add up more if you want to. Like, for
Yeah, or
instance, in our
adapt
case,
them
we
as well.
said,
No social media
I
scrolling.
mean,
Uh, video
those
games.
rules have to stay, they can't be
Yeah.
changed.
What I'm meaning by adapting is like the same way that you adapt the diet one to your own diet that you're already doing, like the exercise one. Also adapt that. Like if
Yeah.
you already have a routine that you
When we
do,
say workout, it has to be
yeah,
proportional, right? So if you're 90 years old and you're doing this challenge, you're probably not going to be like hitting the gym for 45 minutes. Perhaps a walk would do you very well
uh,
already.
I mean 2 walks a day if you need to, like, or like
Yeah,
even if it's strength exercising, adapt that to your own like current moment. That at the end of it, for sure you'll have improvement, right? Whatever.
of
Let's say that
course.
you like martial arts. That's one of the workouts that you have. Whatever it is that you do, or if you want to start something now, like that would be a great way to start it because then you have that accountability that we talked about. But if you have things in mind already, so as an example, I'm taking the chance to read all of the art books that I never read. You know,
Yes.
like all of the ones that I kept in my library because someone said that is a good one, and I just like never actually took the time to read them.
Hmm.
This is a great way to have that wake up call of like, dude, the knowledge is not going to like automatically transfer from the book sitting on your shelf to your head. You have to
Just don't
actually
read
read it.
the Star Wars book back there because that's fiction.
Dude,
No
it's not
Star Wars
fiction, dude.
allowed.
It's just a galaxy very far away.
It's true.
Yeah, so basically you can make it your own. You know, you can adapt them as Andre said. Some people do like for instance a hike every now and then, which can by far exceed those times.
Yeah. It's just cardio, right?
Some people go for a run. No, that's what I thought in the beginning. I was like confused, right? I thought one of them had to be cardio, but it's not the rule.
Yeah.
The rule is 45 outside,
Anything.
45
Uh-huh.
anywhere. So anything goes. Anything that makes you work out, you know? It's like you have to be adaptive there. You have to make it proportional to you. It wouldn't be fair to us to go for a walk for 45 minutes,
Maybe
right?
like 2
What
hours.
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
But that's not a workout for us in our
Yeah.
current state of fitness, right? Physical state. It
Yeah.
doesn't take much from us to walk. We do that every day, you know? I don't count that as a workout. So
A nice jog. I
that's
think that's like a good way to do
that's what
it.
I'm
Maybe
talking
like
about, you know, you
going on a bike ride or something.
yeah, I mean that's totally fine, you know. So what I wanted was to keep the cardio thing going because it's compatible with my schedule. So it's
Yeah.
perfect for me because I can still do that. But now we go one step further and let's say in the past I didn't do cardio every single day, but now I have to do it because it's part of it. So I can't skip it. Once I commit to it, got to carry on until the end. And yeah, same story with you know, there's a lot of sub rules you can come up with. Like for instance, whenever I do cardio outside, when I'm running, it has to be in a summer outfit. no matter if it's December in the North Hemisphere, because I know Andre has it differently.
Well, I don't ever worked out on a like extra cold environment, right? But
Oh yeah,
because I don't
that's
know
right.
like
But
how cold it gets over there. But what I was thinking when you were saying that is like, yeah, dude, I never wear joggers for any workout. Like I feel way too hot for that. So it's like I can understand
yeah,
those people that go with pants to the gym. Like, dude, what the fuck?
yeah.
First of all, work out your legs. Second of all, then you can show them without being ashamed.
Yeah.
Here it's always sunny, so I mean, like you can wear any types of clothes for running at least.
There's a lot of different rules you can come up for yourself, like it has to be done before sunrise, or you have to do it but barefoot, or it's like endless possibilities, right? Make it your own, like I said. The diet thing, same story, I'm keeping it down to one meal a day still because it's compatible with what I've been doing for the last couple of years. And what I find very helpful is to see how when you commit to this I don't want to fuck up type of mentality, you get a solid grip of that and you see it works, it pushes you and it encourages you to
Yeah.
keep doing it even more. In my case, it's like, you know what? No more stupid little processed food, sugars and stuff like that, right? Which is not something that was abundant in my diet lately, but it was still something that would make me feel sometimes maybe a little too bloated, or maybe you could see your shape going away a little bit. So now with this new, let's say, little push from the challenge, it helps you get back on track with, like, it puts you back in balance, let's say.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
You know how
Yeah.
cool it is to wake up and see the picture that your other bros have shared? Day 11. It's like, yeah, we're still going.
Go.
It
When
really
it's
pumps you
silent,
up.
that's when it's like, oh shit.
Yeah. You're like,
You
what?
drop off.
Am I am I the only one left? Come on, bros.
Yeah.
So everything gives you power,
Yeah.
which is the other rule that we didn't mention. It's not really a rule, but like it helps to take a picture of yourself every day after a workout. And if you want, you can share it with your people just to keep yourself like accountable in a way. You know what they say, like video or it didn't happen, or picture or where it didn't happen. That kind of stupid
Yeah.
little excuse. But in this case, it's really functional because it keeps like a track record for you, for yourself. Also, you see those pictures. It's like each one of them is a day that I never failed in a row, and I'm still in the challenge, which means I didn't fail a single day. Otherwise, I would be back to day one. So
Mm-hmm.
that keeps you engaged as well.
Already 11 days in, I'm feeling the changes. And it's only been a week.
Tell me
So
about them.
I'm feeling leaner because I'm running every single day now. I'm drinking all that water, so my skin is also getting clear. Like before, I kind of just ate a little bit of sugar here and there, and then my skin would get kind of saggy, I guess. So the elasticity is like there now, it's prominent. And I sleep better. Like I go to bed early now. I wake up at 5 or 6 a.m. So it
Respect.
works, guys. You should try it if you haven't already. Give it a shot.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I would get those red patches on the skin from all the inflammatory
Yeah.
compounds in modern food, right? The highly processed food and stuff, especially sugars, like you mentioned, or highly processed oils and stuff like that. So when you remove all of it and you stick with the
Dude.
whole foods,
Yeah.
it's a big change, bro.
I think I mentioned this to you guys, right? I was in the US for the people that don't know. I went to Lightbox, and while on vacation, I was indulging a little bit. And dudes, like my skin got like the color of your shirt, of your sweater. There's like patches everywhere and like pimples popping up. And
Your body is reacting.
yeah, and also like that thick skin, kind of like bloated feel, you know?
Yeah.
Dude, a week
Oh
back
yeah, yeah.
home, like that all went away just from eating like decent food, you know? And like
All that
cutting off all
Disneyland food.
sugars and all of
Yeah.
that. Like, I'm not telling people that it was not worth it to like, yeah, when like eating things that we don't get over here, or like going to the theme parks and enjoying all of that. But you do notice the difference. Like I don't know how people can eat those things every single day, because I literally felt after those couple of weeks that my body was breaking down,
Exactly.
dude. It was like, I
That's
can
what I was
handle
gonna
this
say, bro.
anymore.
It's not
That's
sustainable.
exactly what I was gonna say. Imagine, because you went there, you did that for what, a week, 2 weeks, and
Yeah,
then came
it
back.
was a couple of weeks, but even while we were there, like we just did that for, I don't know, maybe in total like 4 days that we actually
Okay,
ate like
okay, but
really
my
badly.
my point is, imagine people who are constantly doing that, always living like
Dude,
that.
Yeah.
To you, it's insane, right? You could not imagine that. But to someone
yeah,
who's always been doing that, it's like normal.
it's regular
That's
life,
the
right?
standard
Yeah.
American diet. Or
Yeah,
the
so that's
sad.
what I'm saying. I'm telling people, you don't know how good it is on the other side, so come join us.
But it has consequences.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude.
But yeah, I feel like
Anyways,
that's pretty much what we've been up to. Thank you guys again for subscribing. We hope to share more content in upcoming weeks. We have a lot to discuss, so stay tuned.
Yeah,
and
check
let us
out
know if you start a
the
challenge as
link.
well. I would love to see people join.
Yeah, check out the link in the description or the comment, the pinned comment, and join the Lightshare community. Again, we will be coming up with some events and stuff, some challenges, some fun stuff to do, and stay tuned for the next episodes on the Lightshare Academy thing, like Andre mentioned. And yeah, Deep, thank you guys. Thank you so much for your support.
Let's get it.
We'll see you in the
All right.
next
Thank you,
episode.
guys.
See you guys.